the coffee of love. Every day at 8 in the morning, Emma and Lucas would arrive at the small cafe on the corner of the main street. Emma, with her book under her arm and her usual latte, sat by the window, while Lucas, with his laptop and an espresso, chose the table in the opposite corner. Without knowing each other, they both followed the same routine, immersed in their own worlds, without suspecting that they shared more than they imagined. The owner of the cafe, an older man named Antonio, watched with curiosity the synchronicity of their daily visits. He had been tending the cafe for years and rarely saw two people frequent the place so regularly without even exchanging a word. Determined to change that, Antonio came up with a plan for Valentine's Day, hoping that his efforts would bear fruit. On Valentine's morning, Emma and Lucas arrived at the cafe as usual. Emma sat by the window and opened her book, while Lucas turned on his laptop at his favorite table. Antonio, with a mischievous smile, approached each of them and left a small note next to their drinks. Emma looked up, surprised to see the note, and read it with curiosity. Sometimes, love is closer than we think. Look around you, and you will discover something special. Intrigued, Emma looked up and her eyes briefly met Lucas's. He, upon receiving a similar note, felt an unusual curiosity. They both returned to their respective activities, but the seed of intrigue had already been planted. Over the next few days, Antonio continued to leave small notes on their tables. Each one contained mysterious and motivating messages, prompting Emma and Lucas to look beyond their daily routines and notice each other's presence. The messages varied, but they all pointed in the same direction: the possibility of finding something more in the cafeteria than just coffee. As the days passed, Emma and Lucas began to discreetly observe each other. They realized they shared more than just a taste for coffee. They both had a passion for reading, music, and writing. Although they hadn't spoken to each other yet, a silent bond began to form between them, nurtured by Antonio's notes. A week after Valentine's Day, Antonio decided to take the next step in his plan. Closing the cafe one night, he left a final note on each of the tables. The note contained an invitation: tomorrow at 8, come and discover the true meaning of love. The next morning, Emma and Lucas arrived at the cafe, eager to find out what awaited them. Antonio greeted them with a smile and led them to a special table in the center of the cafe, decorated with flowers and candles. They sat across from each other, unable to help but smile nervously. Antonio explained to them that he had noticed their constant presence and had felt that they were destined to meet. He confessed to them that he had been the one who left the notes, hoping that it would lead to them meeting. Emma and Lucas looked into each other's eyes, silently thanking Antonio for his intervention. They spent the hours chatting and discovering the countless coincidences that united them. From their favorite books to their dreams and aspirations, it seemed like they were made for each other. Time flew by, and by the end of the night, Emma and Lucas realized they had found something special. Months later, the little cafe witnessed another significant event: Emma and Lucas' wedding. Antonio, the kind owner, was the best man, celebrating the love he had helped blossom. And so, the story of the Love Cafe became a local legend, reminding everyone that sometimes love is right in front of us, waiting to be discovered with a little help and a touch of magic.